What is going on?
Y'all made it right on time.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I don't see Mundo yet, but there was something I wanted to show both you guys, or maybe we could watch this video and like pause it and talk about it. I know you're like so sick of Star Wars and stuff, but this might be.
I fucking hate Star Wars.
Like,
I hate it.
I want that opinion too.
I'd rather talk about my Bob Ross brush, man. My 1-inch Bob Ross brush.
What are you gonna use that for?
I use this shit for everything, man. It was just sitting in front of me, so I grabbed anything. Look, I'd rather talk about my bottle opener with the fat handle.
Oh.
I'd rather talk about my melatonin that I'm gonna take at like 11:30. Yeah, I'd rather talk about my I freaking love New York stickers. Look at these stickers.
You made this?
No, I didn't make these.
Nice.
Pink Pig Productions made those.
You made some kind of mask, didn't you? You did art for one of the masks.
Yeah. So one a piece of my artwork ended up on a mask that was made by Skyframe, and it came out kind of fire. But they sell it in bundles of 5 for like $50.
It was like your artwork along with other people's artwork. Yeah,
so they have some like artist exclusives, and I was included in like one of I don't know how many artists, but it wasn't that many.
Nice.
Yeah, man, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yo, I can't believe I came on at the exact second you launched. Yo, that was crazy.
No, well, I saw you pop in, so I hit the button.
Oh, man, you could have lied to me, bro.
I was about to lied to me anyway. I was about to go live anyway.
Could have lied to me, man. And just blame it on coincidence rather than your professionalism. Yo, but I'm here. Let's do this. Let's do this.
What are you working on tonight? Do you have any more to do on that trailer artwork, or it's like we got Casso, we got Anhinga.
Yo, I think
got a space background.
People need to go check that trailer, that video. It's like a 9-minute video edited down to me doing the 2 planets and you doing the ship. So I did Casso and Anhinga, the planets themselves, and you did the super mega starship, the Circadian. And it was pretty funny.
Which I think I'll draw the other side of it. Do you think you can do some kind of war scene on the planet side, on like Casso side? Some kind of war?
I mean, I did a little bit. That little snippet at the end was kind of like a war.
Yeah, but I mean like a sort of ground level.
Oh yeah. But that's asking a lot though, because then like I got to come up with how they look, how the terrain looks, and how the weapons fire. You know what I'm saying? I could just freestyle it. I'll freestyle anything.
Yeah, freestyle. Like, you know, imagine what Casso
but I had
like between the people that live there.
I had a real scary thought that like a page a month is being done. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. Like I'm still on the same page from last week. That's like 7 days of 1 page. That's crazy.
It's pretty bad. So what are we gonna do about it? I was gonna say June 15th, which just happened like yesterday. We need to step it up to make this whole thing happen on time.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Oh,
so man, it's open. You could do you could do page artwork. You could do this trailer stuff.
So guaranteed that my pen is gonna be dead. I didn't charge it today. So it's my turn. It's my turn for that. No, my pen is at 60%. My pen is at 60%.
Oh, there you go.
All right. I should really what?
I was gonna say this.
How can you live with yourself?
But it looks like you're clear. You're all clear.
Tone down the Krypton.
So in love with it, just tone back the Krypton a little bit. Krypton. Tone back the Krypton a little bit. Tone back the Krypton a little bit.
He said, tone back the Krypton, and they wanted me to say, okay. What?
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy fucking fix.
Yo, man. Tone back the Krypton. That's a t-shirt. So yo, we need a Mundo in the House t-shirt and a tone back the Krypton t-shirt. Like this is Albatross, bro. Tone back.
Maybe
the
with
grip.
Casso on the back of the T-shirt, huge planet.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
Anhinga's on the front or something.
Just funny
Yeah. So
stuff.
if you're gonna do the stuff for the trailer, or you're gonna draw Cassian's fighting, that's a technologically advanced civilization who loves war. So it would be like the Mongols or something, but like technologically advanced. And
All right.
if you were going to
I'm
do
gonna
a
do it.
page, you said it would be the same page as last time. I actually got a bit farther on my page, but I was thinking I was going to work on the circadian stuff. I'll show you real quick page I was working on. Oh, wrong camera again.
That's nice. That is nice. Yo, I honestly think what I said was gonna happen is gonna happen, to where it's gonna get to the point where you're done with pencils and we're both scrambling with colors. And I think it's just gonna happen that way both times.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's official. That's clean.
I still got a little bit to do, as you could see in like what 3 or 4 of their faces. But for the
I don't think you
most
need to do
part,
anything, man. We could. I mean, there's
well, like over here,
you
you can't see. This is supposed to be
yeah, we could chalk that up to a
Bernadette,
glare.
and then I gotta
Yeah, I mean, we could
do
chalk
them
that up
up a
to a
little bit.
glare or something.
But I could probably round that out tonight. I just have to do maybe a little bit of the background of the
I don't
spaceship
even think
there.
you need to do that, man. I think this is official because they could be backlit.
Yeah, like this could be one of the pages where it's not as dark as you like to make it, because this could be like lit up by spaceship lights. and
Motherfucker,
stuff.
I just said they could be backlit. I didn't say they could be back dark.
I'm
Yo,
not
did you see
saying
that
that
little
in
Italian
relation
kid?
to what you just in relation to what you said. I'm saying in relation to other pages.
Yo, did you see that little kid? Little Italian kid, man. He must have been like 8 years old, speaking like every mafioso movie on earth. When his mom was like, "Oh, it's gonna be 65 degrees tomorrow. We can go sit outside." Did you hear that? And he was like, "What? The lockdown. We get the lockdown. You stay the fuck inside, not the fuck outside."
Was this real, or this
This
is
is
like
real
some
life.
kind of comedy thing?
He's like, "You stay the fuck inside, not the fuck outside." Yeah, it was. I was like, "Oh shit, this kid is around is nothing but just gangsters." He was like, "It's a lockdown. You see the fucking news? Did you see the fucking news?" Yo, he's like 8 years old, bro. He's 8 years old saying this. It was crazy. It was crazy. Fucking hell, man. I would play it now, but my headphones are tuned. Oh, I'm not gonna look for it. Fuck that little kid. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna you know what? I have an idea for a war scene. I'm just gonna sketch it out real quick, and we'll make it happen from there.
Okay.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let me share my screen. So what are you about to do? You saying you're gonna
I think I'm gonna do that other side of the circadian starship.
You gotta do the rear end
I
too.
will show.
It's a fucking lockdown. You see the fucking news?
This was like a Staten Island kid or something.
I don't know who this kid is, man, but he's gangster.
We need a clip of him, maybe. We need a clip of that, just for like a 2-second
He
little
said-
clip.
He said it's a fucking lockdown, not a lockout.
This is what
Yeah,
I
funny, man.
worked on last
was
time.
funny.
You guys can check out the previous video
Nice.
where I worked on this starship.
is
Now I'm
nice.
going to do a different view because it's going to be for like a little animation that we're working on. This is the
That is
circadian that made its way to like a different solar system in our story, Albatross Junction. And
That
for
is
the
nice.
trailer, I just need a different view as well. So we'll just draw a different view of it.
Here we go. Here we goes.
Next weekend, it's going to be so
See him?
nice, like 60,
Look.
65, like that. We can sit outside on the porch.
No, the lockdown. A lockdown is when you say the fuck inside, not the fuck outside. Do you know what a lockdown is? When you say the fuck inside.
We could sit outside on the porch.
The lockdown is when you stay the fuck inside, not the fuck outside.
yo, like it's
the mother isn't like correcting him on the fact that he's
that's what I'm
cursing,
saying, like,
only on the fact that what he's saying.
it's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's sad and funny at the same time. Like if he was mine, I would have punched him in the stomach like real hard. Like, yo, you want to talk like a grown man? You got to take grown man consequences. You little fuck. All right. Enough.
Yeah, like what I imagine for your concept art is like if you've ever played don't say
nothing. Don't get in my head. Don't get in my head.
Come up with something then.
Okay, because I have a clear picture in my head that I'm not gonna probably reach, but I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try to attain that? Okay.
I'm gonna try, bro. Gonna try over here.
Oh, you got your screen here. Let me input your iPad. And you know what'll happen too is I probably won't even look up for a while, so I won't really see.
Happen?
I won't really look up for a while, so I really won't see what you're doing for a short time.
Good. I don't need you looking up over here.
It looks like one of the abstract paintings I see at the museum. Move your mouse.
You need
That's
a museum?
pissing me off. Move that mouse.
What?
That mouse is pissing me off. That's on your screen?
Tell you about a museum?
The mouse. Get that mouse out of here. That mouse has got to be there?
Oh. What mouse?
Is that mine? Like, whose is that?
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine. That was on my computer. I know what the hell you talking about.
Destroying the art. That's the real art.
It's a fucking lockdown. Stay the fuck inside.
Not the fuck outside, ma.
It's a fucking lockdown.
How many times I gotta tell you, ma? Should I slap you?
Stay the fuck inside.
That kid took some control there.
That kid was the best. Yeah, like I said, though, I'll beat his ass if he was mine. That's just me, though.
Well, it looked like he was like running shit.
He's like, give me the fucking clicker. I got the games on.
It's like, Ma, I told you I wanted a sandwich.
Give me the fucking clicker. You said Mundo's coming?
Maybe, I don't know. You know how it is. He'll show up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking atmospherical. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That looks sick. So I didn't say it this time, but I think you're probably keeping it in mind considering what I think you're doing here. Maybe it, some parts of it could move. I think we talked about that. So maybe a layer could kind of change people's position, or, like let's say the scene from Dracula, if you recall, there
Bram
was like,
Stoker?
yeah.
Bitch ass, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing right now.
I know you're doing that from the colors and everything. That makes it easier to animate.
Yeah, everything is on layers. You see, I'm doing everything on layers over here. I'm a pro over here.
Beautiful.
I stay the fuck inside. Not the fuck outside.
I don't know why the fuck you going outside anyway, man. What's so great about the fucking porch anyway? What's so great about outside? It's a fucking lockdown over here.
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy fucking fix.
That's how you would have been if you were home alone running this show. Primal Gamer is here. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
Broski?
Gina Ziegler is here. Holy crap. Gina Ziegler is here. What's going on?
Ziegler, what's happening?
Great to see
Gina!
you. Great to see you on a day that's not a Tuesday. A day that's not a Tuesday, we get to see Gina.
Gina G. Very jealous of her life some days, let me tell you. Very jealous. She's finding bat caves, all sorts of like nooks and crannies in Jersey. Wearing jorts.
Is that where she was over the weekend? That's in Jersey?
I'm just saying in general, man. She's finding like Virginia. She's finding like the only rainforest in Middlesex County. It's like, how did you find this? How did you find this? You know what? I need some perspective here. Not on my life, just on the drawing.
Oh, she says looking good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
This is how much we love working with Gina.
Gina! Gina!
Lucifer Morningstar, as in.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So tell me.
What is the agency?
That was real.
That's a little scary to me.
That was crazy. All right.
I can't believe they have a show all about the devil. Good thing I haven't watched it.
Is that Lucifer?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Gina's seen it. Gina, is it good?
She watches crime shows and stuff. I doubt she's seen that.
No. Gina watch. She has her hand in everything. She's like God on earth, bro. She sees all. Omniscient Gina. All right, so I'm thinking of drawing some floaty bits over here.
You'll have like some layers that are like smoke. Maybe
all layers, bro.
Some smoke will be flying. And also cinder, is that what you call it? Like when there's like a fire.
Oh yeah,
that stuff that's like burning. Yeah. Burning embers. Burning embers.
I'll get some PNGs in here.
Like, you know how Victorious liked heraldry
and
colors, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I got you covered, bro.
I like embers.
I like turtles.
I like heraldry too, but I don't know if heraldry pays the bills.
Heraldry never paid my bills, bro. Rock door. I know this is looking pretty suspect right now, but it's going to come together, I promise you.
Looks like it's turning out. Something's happening there. I'm glad you can't see what I'm doing because like I might erase half of it.
Jesus. Let me get another one of these guys over here.
I need some more thrusters on this starship. There's not enough thrusters.
Which are you drawing like the back end of it?
Yeah, I'm trying to draw the back view, like as if it's like it's kind of turning because it's getting hit with all these missiles and bullets or whatever from that planet that you're drawing right now. So, you know, I don't know if there's room in the background of there for like a layer, like a simple layer with almost like it could look like lightsabers in it, in a sense, that are like going up in the sky, like huge lasers, just real quick, like boom, bang, 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 you know, and it could be like, and then I could cut to this scene of like up in space, they're getting hit with a barrage of energy weapons or laser beams, and then the ship starts to turn, and I'm drawing the back of it as it, like maybe you'll see Anhinga in the distance, it'll be aiming for that, for like a refuge.
All right. Gina hasn't seen Lucifer yet, but she was planning on it.
Oh, really?
Primal Gamer walking your dog. I need a dog, man. I need a dog in my life. I'm doing good though, bro. Thank you for asking.
I'm doing good on this fine Wednesday as well. New comic book day. I did not buy any did I read any comics this week? I don't know if I did. I was reading a book. I was reading a Star Wars book. It's called Choices of One. It is about Mara Jade. So
Choices
it's like
of
Choices
that the Spanish version?
This is a, you know, one of these legend stories, so you know it's kind of good because it took place before all this new stuff. Took place before things got a little hot and heavy. Uh-oh, look who we got here. Look who we got here. It's Mundo.
Mundo in the house.
See if maybe he's a little slow to join here. Oh, there he is. What's going on, Mundo?
You.
He's frozen.
Uh-oh.
He's frozen. But the animated Mundo's not frozen.
Going out. What's going on? The word slow. I'm on the lap.
Maybe you're on some kind of delay.
What's the good word, broski?
I think he's frozen up.
You freezing up?
He's frozen solid, just like people in Albatross. Frozen solid.
Oh.
Mundo, you might have to reload it. Reload it.
Let me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I might have to.
Mundo's calling in for all the way from Casso. He's out there at war.
From Corpus Casso.
Yes, war. Let's see here.
You might be syncing up. I don't know.
Did it go back? Did it go?
I think you might be syncing up.
Had to round off these roofs so they don't look too much like schlongs.
It looks like Chewbacca to me.
I'm drawing schlongs over here, bro.
I'm gonna go.
You can't help but draw a mushroom tip.
All right.
How can you live with yourself?
Mundo froze up again.
Yeah.
strangely, Mundo is the only one I could hear like when everything's supposed to be muted during those little clips.
Yeah, I hear him too. That's crazy. He's like,
I don't know.
getting into it.
Mundo, are you hacking into the show? You don't have to hack in. I'll just.
No, I'm not hacking in. I got it on my laptop. I'm gonna jump onto the. Let's see here.
That's pretty
Jump
wild.
onto the phone here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Whatever you used last time ended up being really good. I don't know if it's the same one.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out some bugs on this stupid laptop. So give me just a second. I'm gonna. Let's see here. I'm gonna just jump back onto the phone so it'll be better. Okay, I'm gonna leave the show for a second and get on with the phone.
Okay.
What is he saying?
All right, he should be back. Let's see what happens.
Okay,
Wow, you're clear.
Yeah, now. I
You
told you it's that
transported-
stupid laptop, man. I've been working on it, trying to get it going. I finally got it like a little bit faster than what it really was.
I need
And
a
then
clip
I
of
finally-
Luke saying, "What a piece of junk," and then we'll just play that every time your laptop screws us up.
Right?
Kevin's
That's what I
drawn
do.
the Wookiee home world.
Am I?
I don't know. No, it looks cool. It's cool. I like it.
Nice.
It almost looks like Tron, like a mix of Tron and Wookiees or something, and Dracula.
Tron and Wookiees. Tron and Wookiees, man. That's what it's all about.
Tron and Wookiees. Illuminated Wookiees. What a day, what a day.
So what's the word, Mundo? What's new, man?
Nothing new, man. A lot of appointments with my guys today, so it's back and forth.
Oh. I hear you.
But on a good note, I got a little bonus from work, so I can order some parts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, snap. Congrats, man.
Yeah.
You robbed
I
one of
can-
the patients again?
Yeah.
Nice.
Was it easy?
Took their lunch money this week. Mundo's got an extra $40.
Yeah.
An extra 40 for Mundo.
I can order me a new PCB port, man.
Now, if you rob 2 of them next week, you'll get $80.
No, all I gotta do is sell him the drink, man. Gotta tell him to come to
Oh,
Mundo's.
speaking of, I have that. Wait, let me open that file because I have that up, and I wanted to show Kevin. I don't know if Kevin saw this yet. This is pretty funny. The only thing I told you, the only thing I think we need to add here is like something like nuclear or something that's on fire. So let me show you guys.
Well, that's the thing. It's nuclear meltdown.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool art. Let me show Kevin here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Check it out, Kev.
Oh,
Go ahead,
you made a menu? You got a menu board?
Dude, my little baby girl made the menu for me, bro.
Icebreakers, nice.
Isn't
That's
that
the
awesome?
weekend. No,
That's
that's the
how full
weekend
with the soul.
drink.
Can I zoom in here? Let me see if I could zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Solar flare. Oh,
This is funny, right?
Mundo.
And look, she's got the ice here for icebreaker.
And just
Yeah.
for clarity, everyone needs to know that Mundo is a character in the book, and he runs a bar, and he actually really came up with drinks, his own drinks that he's gonna serve.
Yeah, so Mundo is a bartender at a bar called El
Mundo.
Mundo's at Pikeburg, which is one of our cities. Like Pikeburg is actually one of the two main cities, but it's kind of dilapidated and screwed up because it just like lost the last war. But that's obviously more of a reason why people need the bar. You know, like Mundo's bar is actually like the last place, really like the last like popular spot to kind of hang out. And so whenever anybody's doing anything at Pikeburg, they'll usually stop at Mundo's first. And he'll cook you up one of these drinks.
That's actually his him shaking the drink. It's his character drawn. You gotta play that. Nice.
So
cool.
all his drinks are kind of like on fire, or they're supposed to help you because the world is so cold that these drinks like warm you up, basically. So
or kill you.
Or, you know, some of them are really, really dangerous. Like, what was the one, Mundo, that could kill you? Was it nuclear meltdown that could kill you if you
that was
wrong or something?
That's the nuclear meltdown. I think it's what we got. It's got a hint of plutonium in there. Oh, a drop of plutonium, blue Caraca, and vodka.
You know what? It actually makes a lot of sense to have these drinks that almost kill you, because you know how you kind of can't get into, like, you know how if you get into a fight, you will maybe really, I mean, you could hurt the person, right? If they fall down and hit their head, they could die. So maybe at the bar, like instead of like most fights, like sure, some fights probably still happen, but maybe instead of like some fights, they're like, how about we just drink, you know, like I bet you I can withstand 5 of these drinks. And like, you know, no way I could drink 6 of them, you know? And then sometimes like the person dies, but at least it's on them, because in our world, in Albatross Junction, if you, you know, kill somebody, you'll be burned up by the hemobites, which are like they're like blood nanotech that lay out the law, like eye for an eye, basically. If you kill somebody, they know it, they sense it, and they kill you back. But if you were gonna really hate somebody and you wanted to like maybe just have a drinking contest with them, there's still a chance like they might die, but you won't be the one to kill them, at least. Right.
Plus.
And remember, the solar flare is your final drink. That is on the house.
Is this the one that, like, if you are gonna die, you get the solar flare like for free? Like if you're going out for like a dangerous mission or something?
Yeah,
that's a really bad one.
Yeah, that's why it's the last one.
And I also think
the weak one is the icebreaker.
That one might have to have some like, it's like, you know, back in the 20s, they would, like 1920s, they'll put like cocaine in drinks and stuff, like Coca-Cola. So maybe there's, and then like, you know how they said like the kamikaze pilots were probably on like some form of meth or something so that they could like actually like do a suicide or something. So maybe that's also in the solar flare is some kind of meth or some kind of, I don't know, like something that makes you fearless. Like if you do survive it, you get fearless.
Oh man, what's Primal Gamer saying? Love the deep red with the black silhouettes. Reminds me of Five Nights. I've always heard about that game, but I've never checked it out, so I might have to check it out now.
Cool. I never heard of that game either.
Yeah, when Kevin first started drawing this image, it reminded me of the Dracula. When I just saw the colors, I just thought of that battle at Bram Stoker's Dracula, where it's like
definitely my inspiration. Tell you,
you know what? You know, I was thinking the same thing. That's weird.
Yeah,
really?
When he puts him up on a spike.
Yeah. And it was so like stop motion looking. It was so weird looking and scary that I guess the colors you used, Kev, made us all see that. So, you know, that red is really coming through as the red in, like, you remember his suit was that color
Yeah,
red,
yeah.
and also
The
the
blood
sky.
red. The blood red
The
suit.
blood red. Ooh.
But
I'm
even
gonna watch
I mean
that movie again soon.
it even looked like it was his muscles out, and like if you
That was
looked at
sick.
it and you weren't paying attention, it looked like his skin was torn off, and it was nothing but muscle on that armor.
Oh, yo, Primal Gamer said polar bear instead of polar bear. Polar bear is pretty dope.
Oh, that's awesome. I do like that. We'll add that in. Yeah, like anybody's
Polar
got
bear.
any ideas, we always take it into account and then even put it in the
Polar
comic.
bear.
Like all these drinks that Mundo came up with or Mundo's daughter came up with, we will put in the comic book. And polar beer sounds like another thing we'll put in the comic book. Like everything
That
in our
sounds
comic
cool. I like
like,
that.
really
Primal Fear, good job, man. Good job.
Primal Gamer.
Good. Primal Gamer.
Primal Gamer.
What was Primal
My
Fear?
bad.
What was that? A movie? That was a movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No,
Primal Fear.
it was a movie, but they actually, I think they made a game of that too.
I was
No,
gonna
no.
say,
Primal
is it a
Fear
movie
was a
or
movie.
game?
Primal Fear was a game. I mean, Primal Fear was the game, and was Primal Fear the movie with Richard Gere and Ed Norton?
I think that was the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
It looks toxic and creepy. Yeah, that's exactly the look I'm going for. This is just a war-torn planet. They're just crazy. They're just the most violent planet you can think of. They shoot on sight.
Man, so they're gonna give the Predators a run for their money, huh?
Yes, they're nuts. They're nuts. At least the Predators kind of like they accepted a fair play. You know, they gave you like fair. They were just too dominant. You know what I mean? But like they fought you where you were. If you just couldn't hang, you just couldn't hang.
Yeah,
Remember that's
well,
how like, they tested
they had
themselves.
honor. I think it was with the Predators. It was an honor thing, you know.
Yeah, these dudes on Castle, they don't care, bro. They just want you dead.
Yeah.
They just want you done, man.
Dead,
Castle's foul.
dead, no alive.
Dead.
Oh, and there was two things that I had checked out, and remember I had told you that that saber sourcing was the girl that was she never showed her face, but she's always doing the hilt stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found out that there's saber sourcing and saber source. The guy is the one that does the source, and the girl is saber sourcing. So I was tripping out because I didn't realize that there was actually two entities doing the same thing almost, but one's a girl, one's a guy.
What are they the same company or two different entities?
No, they're two different YouTubers doing the saber stuff, you know.
Oh, I see.
I guess they're showing the hilts, whether they be empty or non-empty.
Gina says it looks so toxic and creepy. Very end of days. Yeah, I like how it
cool.
matches that planet that Kevin had from the other video.
Yeah. This is so cast. This is a landscape from this planet, and they're so war torn that they kind of like
blow up
part
some of their
own
planet.
Yeah, they blew up part of their own planet.
Because it's kind of like us. So there's like different continents and countries, and we like have wars. That's what's going on there, but to it like the next level because their technology is even like more violent and stuff. So they might, like you drew that, maybe that was a result of some kind of nuclear or like something that's worse than a nuclear bomb if it blew up some of their planet.
Yeah.
Oh, the like the aftermath.
Yeah.
The fallout, the fallout from the aftermath of the.
They're just nuts. They are just nuts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Your meth order's ready.
Blue crystal. That blue crystal.
Ready for pickup.
Here's your flare to go with the solar flare.
Mundo, do you serve any bar food at your bar?
See, I was thinking of that, and then I'm thinking that, kind of like I was trying to think about maybe, in Galaxy's Edge they have like the Ronto roasters and stuff.
What's that?
Well, like in Galaxy's Edge, you ever seen
It's
some
like
of the
a
videos?
peanut snack or something?
No, it's kind of like those big old whatever animals they do. They have a big old robot just on this big old fire pit from one of the spaceship engines roasting, and it goes round and round. It's like he's roasting some kind of animal, right? So it's supposed to be some kind of meat. Well, I was thinking that's kind of like maybe kind of like sandwiches, but kind of like heavy beef sandwiches type,
Yeah.
because people, they need the protein. So we got to find some kind of like, is there any animals in this world here?
Yeah, like a lot of the animals are like really like a lot of them are altered with the cybernetics and stuff. Or the hemobites have like gone into the animals too and are keeping them alive, whichever way. And so I think it's mostly like, as far as meat is concerned, it's like a lot of cloned beef. Like, how they're doing like they're starting to do now, where they take the cells and they like make them duplicate and grow until it's like they just grow a steak now. They don't really need the whole cow. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, kind of like the Star Trek type stuff,
Yeah.
or where they put
meat, but it's real meat cells, but it's like not from a cow.
Yeah, kind of like a replicator,
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking, is like sandwiches, and maybe kind of like a rib or something like that. Finger foods, more or less, because but it's got to be hot, like maybe a soup or something, like a soup and a piece of meat or something.
So me and Ann came up with the idea that for the nanobites to really work, at peak, we have to digest a lot of fat. So it could just be like, finger foods could be like, just like animal fingers, like dipped in lard, you know what I'm saying? And like served some type of way. So you can have like, kind of be silly with it, like finger food, like actual.
Or even like bacon, those big thick pieces of bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah, I like the idea of bacon in a lot of your
favorite food.
I just had bacon cheeseburger before. I always have bacon.
Bacon's good.
Oh, Gina loves it. Thank you, Gina. I'm happy Gina's here, man. Makes me feel a little normal.
Cool.
Makes you feel what? Normal?
A little normal. Yeah, like I'm not just at home again. Like there's some type of normalcy to having like Gina here. Because all I'm doing is I'm just home, bro. I'm just home. like oh, it wasn't in my imagination. Like I did go to work once. I did leave my house once upon a time.
Once.
You've met other people.
What was it?
I did know other people.
You shouldn't hang me on a hook. My mama hanged me on a hook once.
Once. That's Johnny Dangerously, right? Yo,
Yeah.
you farting idiot. You farting asshole. Yo, I love that movie, man. Johnny
Now it's
Dangerously. One of my
Fargan
favorites.
War.
Now it's farting war. That movie is
Can't
classic,
get enough of
man.
that movie, man. I can't get enough of that
You
movie. It's
fuck.
funny as hell.
Michael Keaton. Oh man, that movie's the best.
Yeah.
The best. So apparently on this planet they fly potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh, those are like little pods or something.
I don't know what these are.
I like
They
how
look like
real
butter.
that one looks. It looks like a bronze metallic type of thing.
Yeah,
It looks like the
exactly. That's what I'm going
topmost.
for. That's what I'm going for.
Did you just watch the movie that I just watched yesterday, Return to Oz?
I absolutely didn't.
Because that looks like a creature in Return to Oz called TikTok, which is a metal robot. That looks like TikTok right there. Did anyone see Return to Oz? Really weird movie.
Was it crazy though?
It was crazy. It really was something else because it was like Dorothy goes back to Oz, and it's just supposed to be closer to the books than the original 1939 movie was. So it's darker. Like the books, I guess, were supposed to be like darker and stuff. And it takes place. It's like after Dorothy got back from the first trip to Oz, and she's telling everybody that she was at Oz and everything like that. And the movie's very realistic. Like I'll tell you, the first 2 minutes of the movie, it's really realistic. First 2 minutes of the movie, Auntie M is telling Dorothy's in bed trying to go to sleep. Auntie M is like, listen, it's 1 a.m. She goes, you can never sleep for the past 6 months since you had that bad dream. And you keep talking about Oz. And then in the morning, since we have our farm, you can't help me. And since you're keeping me up all night, I can't do my farm work either. Like these are real world problems, She's like, listen, she's like, you gotta go to sleep. And then she says, listen, we're going to take you to the fucking doctor tomorrow. And this is how real world it gets. Like the husband, like whoever, like I guess the uncle, like Annie M's husband, whoever, he's like, listen, Annie M, we can't afford this fucking doctor. Do you want to take her, Dorothy to? It's like $10,000, like going to cost like the whole farm to send her to the doctor. Annie M's like, we got to do it. She can't sleep and she's all messed up from this weird dream that she had. She's like sick in the head. So they take her to the doctor on a horse. This is the first 2 minutes of the movie. And they start shocking the shit out of her fucking head with those things because it's like it's a year like 1899. And they pretend like it's like they pretend to Annie M like this is all going to be fine. Like look at this nice machine we have. It's a small little machine. We're just going to attach it to her. It's going to be no big deal. We just need to keep her overnight. You come pick her up tomorrow. Just before you leave, tell Dorothy to do whatever we say. So she says, okay, Dorothy, do whatever the nice man tells you to do when I'm gone. And then so the nurse come in, who's like the wicked witch, it's like the nurse or whoever, but they strap her down to a table. And she's like, why are you strapping me down? This is the first 2 minutes. She's like, why are you strapping me down to the table? And they're like, don't worry about it. And then as soon as the aunt leaves, they start shocking her with the head shocks that kind of try to jolt her out of the whole thing.
This is a horror flick? Like what's happening here?
That's how the movie starts. And
wow.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's way like more real than you remember, Well, no, I mean if you've never seen this one. I've never seen this one, but I heard some stuff about it. Return to Oz. You know who it stars is that girl from Charmed. Remember the really like evil looking girl, and she's got a unique looking face?
No.
Okay.
Rose McGowan?
No, Faruqa Balk, I think her name is. Something like that.
Was she didn't play one of the sisters then, right? Are you talking about the new series of Charmed or the old series?
I think it was called Charmed, but there was like a friendly girl, and then there was 3 evil evil witches, and they were teenagers. The movie came out in like the 1990s, and the main bad girl, who has a very unique look to her, the actress, she
I think
was
yeah.
Dorothy, but she actually comes up in the DVD that I have of it. She comes up and she says, "This is my first film role, Return to Oz," and it's very, very good special effects and stuff like that. But it's totally different from like the Wizard of Oz. Like, even though they depict certain characters in Return to Oz, like the Scarecrow, he doesn't look like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Like, this is more like book related, I think. I haven't read the books, but this is so I hear, this is like closer to the books than the first movie was kind of toned down. They aged Dorothy up to be like whatever she was supposed to be, like 20 years old. But in the books, this is a girl. So in the second movie, they got a girl, and that's this.
Wow.
I don't know how to say her name. It's kind of a foreign sounding name, but she's like very unique looking and pretty in her way. And she's if you saw her, you'd be like, oh my god, yeah. Like, I mean, I could pull up a picture, but she's in like a lot of like 90s movies.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just don't know her name, but yeah.
No clue who you're talking about.
Kev, I'll show you her pic.
Now, what are y'all gonna have for the contraband on the comic book? In some of the worlds, or even
Contraband?
Yeah, do y'all gonna put any like contraband in there?
What do you mean by that?
Like cocaine?
Well, kind of like if somebody gets caught with something, I mean, it's automatic death. I mean, you got Nikita and Brigitte. Brigitte and Nikita coming in after you, they catch you with certain things.
No, I think like people probably have the freedom to kind of poison their bodies however they want, because I think that the nanotech will take care of. Like, it might even be harder to get drunk and stuff. I don't know.
We have a drug in this world called scabs, and what they are, they're like little insects that they kind of fill you with whatever venom or poison that they have, and you have to kind of like attach them to the corner of your eye, and they'll sting your eyeball.
Yeah.
And they'll just like that's how you get like just super high, you know what I mean?
Kev,
but they call scabs because they leave
so
crazy
people are gonna
scabs on your
kill.
face.
So people are gonna kill for those.
I don't think they kill for those, but they just become like just lost on those. You know what I mean?
Do you think those could be from Casso?
I don't think they have to be. I think they could just be. I don't know. I don't think they have to be explained.
It sounds alien.
No, it is alien. It's definitely alien. What's going on here? She was supposed to be at the convention, and I was supposed to be at. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. From Waterboy and the Crab. She got like a big ass mouth. She looks evil. She looks like a live version of Chucky. Yeah, she's hilarious.
A little girl.
I actually liked her. I liked her a lot.
She's really, really good. I liked her in every single like 90s.
Oh, I never seen her as a little kid. Yeah, she's crazy. She's intense. I wonder what happened to her, man. She was good. I was a fan of hers. Gina, you see what I'm saying? Gina knows, bro. Gina, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually figured Gina would know this. I should have turned to the chat sooner.
Want me to kill him?
Supposed to be at the convention.
She's the best, man.
Her name is Feruza Balk.
Yeah, Gina said that, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just reading a comment here.
I don't even know. I didn't even want to pronounce that. Yeah, in Waterboy, remember she was his girlfriend. She was like, "You want me to kill him?"
Oh,
like she was crazy. She was crazy.
I loved Waterboy. Whoa, Waterboy. So funny.
She was nuts, man.
Oh, that's so cool. You got a photo signed because for an apology because you missed it, I guess, or she was supposed to be there. Oh, she was literally driving from an RV. Oh, okay. So she didn't get there. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, she's like one of my favorite like 90s people. Like she, if I see a movie with her in it, I know it's going to be good.
She's dope. Yeah, she's definitely good.
There was the other girl too I really liked from Natural Born Killers that was in like, was it Cape Fear, and the other one.
Oh yeah, she's the best, man. Julia Lewis.
Yeah, like I think
She's
these
a
two
rock
were
star,
like
bro.
just the bad girls of the 90s.
Julia Lewis is definitely a rock star, though.
Oh yeah.
When I saw
Sure.
Natural Born Killers, I was just floored. I was blown away. I loved
that movie.
it. Loved it.
Yo,
Loved it.
not to keep talking about drugs, but Natural Born Killers was the only movie that I agreed with how they portrayed tripping. Remember when they were tripping with the
me
snakes
too.
around them
Yeah.
and like their face would like contort, and I was like,
Yeah.
yes. I was
Or
like,
the
yo, that's
people,
exactly how it is.
the way they would talk.
Yeah,
like,
man. I was
and
like,
it
yo,
was
that's
like the
that's
speed,
legit.
I
like
agree.
the speed up was
That was
real.
legit.
Yeah.
Not that I've had experience with that type of stuff. Yo, so I think this is a basic idea of how a war, like how it goes down. Oh, it's all sideways, but it's kind of like I think it's the point across.
Where's the ground troops?
I was gonna get into the ground troops, but that could take the way I see it, right? So let me just get
I wanted
another
to see
layer.
ground machinery, and then maybe there's a couple troops standing by them, almost like weird tanks, and then just a couple little dots.
Yeah. Like I see tanks as well, but that's gonna take.
How can you live with yourself?
Very easily.
So the way I see it, I see ground troops here. Like that's one dude, another dude, then they go all the way down to this size. You know what I'm saying? I see a crazy tank this way, shooting some stuff up. That's like the scale. It's that's like the scale of a person standing close in the foreground. This is like the scale of a person standing far away.
Cool. I see it. I like it.
That was random. And I'm gonna go back to this page because we got to get pages done.
I love that picture right there.
Boom.
That is just badass.
Boom. Boom. Thank you, sir.
That is perfection right there.
Yeah, actually, I'm excited to see this one go a little farther.
Mm-hmm. I love the way the light mingles with the darkness together, and it just goes, like darker, and then light, and then back dark. It's just cool.
That doesn't work. That don't work.
Oh, there you go. That's kind of cool.
Primal Gamer says, any animals to ride on the backs of? This war may be scaling up vertically on the walls.
That'd be pretty sick. But the scene I was just drawing is them shooting at a spacecraft, kind of like incoming. And
yeah, but they could also be like little skirmish on the ground where so they came down, they're skirmishing a little bit, and plus they're like, get out of here. So there's people stuck on the ground, maybe from the circadian. Maybe they took like a little shuttle down there and kind of got attacked.
We wanted to kind of base their armor on that bird, the devil birds.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that's why I don't want to just sketch it out, because I want to have a reference of that bird and kind of come up with something cool. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean?
The devil bird is something you have to draw, or you just look it up and see what it looks like?
No, yeah, I want to see what that. Remember, we saw some real mean pictures of that bird's face, so I want to base some of their armor off that bird. I think I
Right.
guess, and some of the vehicles as well. And some of the vehicles as well. I get some cool imagery off of that. What was that?
No, that was probably my computer.
Mundo got a bonus, bro. Let me borrow $25.
25.
One day, Kevin walked into the office and he goes, "I just got $10 or something like that." Right?
No,
And
no,
then,
I had to go to the bank. So I was like, yo, I gotta go to the bank because I had like $500 in my pocket and I had to deposit it because I didn't like having the cash in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then the boss was like, "Hey man, I heard you got cash in your pocket. Can you spot me 20?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
literally right
Oh,
after
Like,
that,
what?
Yeah,
Why
are
are
you
you listening to me?
serious?
it was
And she
crazy.
made the most. She made the most damn near in the building at the time.
Your boss
Yeah, it was
asking you for
weird.
money?
It was weird, bro. It was weird.
And then she
Yeah.
took the money from Kevin. Just the only reason is because she heard Kevin say he just was at the bank or something like that.
It was
And she's
crazy.
like, "Oh, can you spot me $10?" And Kevin's like, "Okay." And then like I kind of said something to him, like, "You're never gonna see that money again." I don't think he ever got that money back.
I got it back. I got it back. Cause I would always talk to her alone.
Then you're lucky. You're lucky.
I always knew I was gonna get it back, man. I don't like, you know what it is? I don't like talking to people in front of people because then that makes them act different because they don't want to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I always catch them alone, like, yo, what the fuck, man? I owed you 20. I loaned you $20. Like, were you stupid? Like, what's happening?
So you slapped her up a little bit?
I didn't smack her up, but you know, I'm just like, come on, man. Don't play dumb. Like, let's not forget. You know what I mean?
I used to be that kind of guy that, you know, hey, sure, man, you know, no problem. I'll give you $20, you know, no big deal, you know.
I'm always gonna be that dude. I'm always gonna be that dude.
It could, and then I got screwed over so much, like from the same person. It was like 10 here, 5 there, and by the time I knew it, them girl owed me like almost $350, man. I'm all like,
nah, that's the worst.
You know what? You're done. We're done.
You're cut off.
Yeah. I'm all like, nah.
But you know what?
And every time he had money,
he disappeared.
Nah, he disappeared.
So like I've always been a fan of loaning people who I thought were kind of annoying money. Cause like if they started to avoid me for $20, it's like, yo, I got them out of my life for $20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like they don't want to come around because you'll ask.
Yeah. I see them annoyed. I see them like avoiding me, like, oh man, Kev's coming. I owe him $20. I'm like, hell yeah, avoid me forever, bro. Please.
I'll gladly pay to keep you at arm's length.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Oh, you know what? This guy's supposed to be covered in snow. That's the tricky part, man. Like, how am I gonna cover this dude in snow? How am I gonna do this?
No, but I like the way that little it looks like the snow is falling straight through on top of him right there. You know, it's coming over his leg, where all that fire is right there from when he destroyed all that stuff.
Primal Gamer says, "I forced my friends to repay me for all the McDonald's I bought them. I'd be like a millionaire. Granted, it's like $5, but yeah, like that's what makes that Venmo app pretty cool because like now that you like if you're like a young person now and you have the Venmo, it's so easy to be like tell your friend to give you like you got your phone. They're like, oh, I don't have any money. It's like, yeah, but you got your phone, right? So just like Venmo me the $10, you know."
Yo, my cousin is so anal about money, man. It freaked me out. So we all went on that camping trip, and the whole weekend, people were like, yo, I got this, I got that, and he's like, nah, you know, I'll divvy it up at the end. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm cool with that, but I'm not gonna do all that math. It's crazy. So as soon as I get home, I got like a ping, like a ping. I was like, what the hell is that? And it's like Adam invites you to download this application, blah blah blah. I download the application. And it was like Kev owes Steve $750 for this. Kev owes Spencer $19.29 for that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was crazy. I was like, yo, bro, you're nuts. Like, you are nuts.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. It was crazy, and like
Yeah, I always kind of count on my friends to do all that math for me. Like when I want my friends to do something for me, I'll just like send them PayPal money and then like make another payment. I'll make another payment. Like I don't exactly know what I'm sending, but then like I know they'll come back like a couple months later, like, listen, over the past month you sent like this much money, so
Yeah.
I can make you this. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah. Like it just, you know, I can't do all that in my head either, so I just have to let it up to them. I trust them, so you can do the math.
It was wild. It was wild. I was so
All right,
confused.
guys,
I was like, I
I'm
don't know what's
back.
going on. That was quick.
Mundo is back.
I am back.
Yeah, Venmo is a pretty cool invention. I wonder if it's going to go like the way of so many other things. Where it's going to be like, you know, another company's going to buy it. It's like, oh, instead of Venmo, we're called like, you know, like they had that other thing which I thought was a really good thing online, Ebates. Like it had a weird name. I think we talked about it before. Ebates is weird name.
Oh, is that the one where you like give your receipts to them and stuff, and then
And
you
they'll
get
give you money back and stuff, but they changed their name. So like it became cool. So people signed up. It's like, okay, Ebates, it makes sense. It's like rebates online. You know, Ebates, rebates. It makes sense. Like, okay, it makes sense. Like Ebates, I get it. Like online, I'll get money back, like a rebate. So another company come in, it's like, great, Ebates is doing awesome. We're gonna buy them for like $1 billion. We're gonna change the name to Rakuten. Rakuten. What the fuck is that? Like that destroys everything. Like you came in to buy a company called Ebates. It made sense. It's like a rebate online, like an email rebate. eBay. It makes sense. And then they come in and they go, we'd like to buy your company since it's doing so well. And we're going to change the name, which makes sense, to Rakuten, which makes 0 sense. So now I get an email from Rakuten. It says, Rakuten invites you to get, what, and I just delete like, okay, I don't care anymore. Like, I did it when it's called Ebates because it made sense to me. I don't know what Rakuten is. Like, are you making fun of me? You call me an orangutan? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, Gina said it sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Like I gotta catch the last Rakuten.
I choose you.
And they always send me these emails.
Sounds like Gina, you got the right
pay
idea.
you $4. I'm like, you know, they can suck it. I'm not dealing with them anymore.
Yeah, it's the worst. That is the worst, though.
See, there's some things that you should just not change, especially if it's going well.
Right. Why would you do that?
I mean, you know,
like my friend owns pizza places and they're named after his dad. And they like the pizza place sells for a lot of money because it's named after his dad, not because it's just got the pizza ovens inside. Like anybody can buy a pizza oven, but this guy has a name that means like good pizza around here. So people pay extra.
Well, there's history.
Yeah, people pay
History
extra
there.
for that name, and it's like a license. It's a brand, you know.
Yeah.
And
When
you have
you
to
have
go through so
history,
much
man,
trouble to change all
crazy.
that stuff too, like where you got to send out a bunch of emails and tell people
I
like,
think I'm
hey,
up.
we just changed our name from Ebates to something that doesn't make any sense. You know, pass the word on. It's like you're losing people. Every sentence, every email you send them, you're losing them, you know, unless it's about the like the core of the business.
well,
Like
some of these
imagine we were
companies
so
that have
pompous. Like,
Rakuten.
yeah, like imagine it's like having a bunch of Facebook friends and then being so pompous to think that like everyone cares about you so much that when you change, like you're going to change your name. And so you're going to tell everyone like, I changed my name to Fairy Dust and like everybody should care. Like, it's like, why do you think everyone cares? Like, you know, I don't know. Like, that's a weird thing to just like send an email out that like we changed our name. Like, why though? Why'd you change your name? Did you get married to like a different company? I guess that's what happened actually, right? We got married to a different company.
Rakuten.
That's messed up. There we go. Yeah, if something is popular, don't mess with it, because then when you lose all these people and you lose all this business and they wonder why they're losing all this business, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's true. Thanks,
then
Primal.
again,
Appreciate it, sir.
But then again, you got some people that just want that, whether it goes down or not, you have that insurance stuff with those big companies. So
What do you mean?
regardless if they go down, they have those. And some of those big companies, man, they go under. They have insurance to cover them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot of people know that.
I wonder if in some cases it could be almost like a game where, you know, like in 100 years ago, you would play a game where you like light your business on fire and get the insurance money. I wonder if like some of it is like almost like akin to lighting up your business on fire.
Well,
somehow,
this is the
some
thing.
way.
Is, I mean, well, you have to prove that you'd have to prove that it was going under legitimately, and then you get that insurance money. But if you start, you know, they start losing profits and everything, and then here goes that insurance just to kind of give them that little bit of money just to stay above water, and then they close shop, and then go buy another one, start all over again.
Yeah, like you definitely can't run your business like Kevin does, where he like cooks the books.
Oh, my books are super cooked, bro.
It's a real easy fix. You know, it's an easy fucking fix.
Don't hire Kevin as your accountant.
Never. Ever, ever, ever.
Okay, so what other kind of entertainment is in the world besides just the bar?
Soul Gibson, baby.
Kind of.
You got a band
Gibson.
called Soul Gibson. You got a band called Pork Roller Decibel. That is a band from like 100 years before.
No, wait. Did you just make that up right now?
No, that's
so. Are
that's
you gonna
when I
have?
texted you about that one.
Are you gonna have like
yeah, you did. You did.
Like a fighting ring?
Yeah, there's like fighting with those gloves
there's
on.
the fighting scene. Dope.
There's also like plays that go on where they're like hollow plays, like holographic type of shows that go on that depict, like there's one show that goes on in Quantum Heights that depicts like an old war, an old battle from like the Second Solar War. Like we just got through the Third Solar War right before the comic starts, and the Second Solar War was like a really huge war that involved like there was more people in the world back when that happened. So it was just a way bigger war. There was a lot more stories and things that kind of carried through from that war. There's some famous battles and stuff, some famous like players, like heroes and things like that.
The thoughts on the PS5 design? I can't say that I've seen it really. I've heard about it, but I just didn't see it.
I will pull it up so Kevin can think about it and comment on it. I think it's quite awful.
But you said it's like
you think it's awful?
$800 or something.
I'm going only on the design. Like he asked about the design. I'm just talking about the design. It looks awful to me.
It looks like a big OV, right?
Let's see. Oh, here's a good picture of it. Kevin might like the way this looks because it almost looks like a Batman image. Let's see here. Almost looks like a Batman who's dressed up in like white or something.
Oh, Batman in white. What? The tower? That's the tower?
So it stands up like that.
I think that looks pretty sweet.
And then it's mostly white, so it has these flaps that you could see. I
don't like the white because white products get dirty and look terrible.
Or after like 3 years, that white, depending on the plastic it's made from, could look yellow. It just depends. But they're probably going to make it be like legitimately.
But yo,
it'll probably be great
I'm gonna be
plastic.
honest. Like every new design that PlayStation came out with, I was like, oh, that's stupid. Then I fell in love with it after the fact. So it was like, I'm just not a fan of change. Like, why change something that isn't broke? But it's all right. I'm not buying it until like
Wow,
2030.
this
You know
is
what I'm saying? Until when it's like $200.
this is totally different from the concept that I saw.
This is wild. It looks like it's getting bigger though. Like shouldn't it be getting smaller?
It doesn't
Remember-
Yeah,
look bigger,
really.
doesn't it?
Remember when the PS2 came out with like the notebook size one? That was amazing, yo.
Like there's actually going to be two. So as you could see in this image here, that there's one that's going to play Blu-rays and stuff, and then there's one that's just going to be for digital media.
Amazing.
One with
and the price tag on this one is what, 600? Like
I
600,
think
I
It's gonna
think.
be more than that.
I heard the only thing that I heard as far as price was that they got a European price and converted to dollars made the PS5 $760. But I don't know if that's going to be what it actually comes over here as. I'm thinking this thing cannot be more than $699. Like if it's $699, I think that puts a lot of people out of range of a lot of people. $599,
Especially me.
Still
I love
out of range
PlayStation, but
for a
not
lot of
that
people.
much.
But like I think $599 sounds a lot more reasonable than $699 or $760. But $599 is still out of reach
But
for
with
a
it
lot
looking
of
like
people.
that, hell yeah.
What's that?
I don't know if I'd pay even that much for the way that looks. I mean, it'd have to perform like hallelujah type shit, you know?
It's got to do some miracles for Mundo.
Seriously. Hell yeah. I don't know, man. I'd rather pay for and I'd pay for a Saber before I get this damn thing.
Like people were saying online about, being able to build like a really fast, good computer for that money. It's maybe a weird price. But the fact of the matter is they haven't come out with the actual price yet. Which I don't think is a great sign, but they're probably trying to make it, workable somehow. Because this, the environment we're in too, is really going to put a lot of people off of buying this. It's not going to be like the time for $700 game system.
Well, is it going to be even backwards compatible? I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be playing. The question would be for the one with the drive, right? Like the other one, you won't be able to insert any media in it, period. But the one with the drive.
Yeah, but I mean, for that amount of price.
So consoles are trying to get better hardware to compete with the PCs, and therefore they have to get bigger because the Xbox literally looks like a mini PC.
Yeah.
As Primal Gamer.
Yeah.
At least the Xbox, whatever that new one is, like, I don't know, it looks more like a device, like a serious device where this thing, but this is the first iteration, the PlayStation, they'll usually put out the same hardware in a different form like 2 years in. So they'll probably put this out in another design that might be all black, or it might be more of a square, like, or more of a rectangle than this design, especially it's always stand up or lie down, but I don't know, this doesn't fit into my decor. Not that there's like a whole lot of decor going on, but it's just like
the
this
one that
white and dark colored upright plastic hanging looking thing. Like, what does this match in your house? I don't know.
Hell if I know. I hated
the core when it came out too, though.
Did you see that design where it looked like a big old V? Did you see that design where it looked like that had the big old V like this?
No, that was a proposal.
Yeah, it was a proposal, and I thought it looked good. I thought it looked better than this. And if I was to pay for something like this, it better damn well be backwards compatible. You know, you could play all of the different formats of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 PlayStation games. You know, put those emulators in there, shit.
And I'm still stubborn to the point where I'm like, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, and then a friend will get it.
Yeah, you'll see what it
and I'm like, oh my god, I need this.
Because I guess the reason for this is the reason for it VR.
I don't know, but VR.
Why else would they like? Why would they make another console if not to do VR?
Well, no, to handle all the new graphics. Like, you know, graphics get more and more intense. It's insane. It gets insane.
Now VR is cool, man.
VR.
I watched some shit in VR. Shit, yeah, I've done some stuff in VR. I loved it.
Because they put out.
I used to watch Netflix in VR.
I used to do that too.
Really?
That was dope. You see it like you're like in a hotel room in Aspen, and you got the big screen, and you can look out the window.
Yeah.
No cap mountains. That was sick. That was sick,
dude. I used to lay down in my bed with my headphones on.
Yeah,
and
I did the same
VR
thing,
goggles.
like a crazy person.
Dude, you could watch the whole ceiling, man, with the big old TV screen like that. Now that was cool,
dope.
man.
It was dope. It's like a private experience. You ignore your whole damn family and you just think you're alone.
Yeah, and I love the underwater stuff with the sharks and stuff. Oh, dude, that was so cool.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, I want to get back into the VR stuff, man. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was good. It's real good.
The last couple of nights, I've been playing Mortal Kombat with my girls.
Still not
kicking their ass still.
Yeah, I've converted them to heathens, man. They're just going AWOL now. They're killing each other, man. They're killing each other. They're like, Daddy, you want to play Mortal Kombat? Okay, let's go. So I got 2 of my girls hooked on it with me.
What's the character you like being?
Oh, my ultimate character? Oh, it's Kung Lao, man.
What's Kung? Who's Kung Lao? I don't remember that one. Is he a new one?
It's Kung Lao. No, Kung Lao he's pretty long hair. He's Liu Kang's ancestor. Kung Lao is Liu Kang's ancestor.
What was the one that?
He's the one with the
Kung
hat.
Fu dude with the long hair.
Raiden.
He's the one with the hat.
Raiden was my guy.
Raiden is the Thunder God. He's the one that helps the humans.
But what's the regular guy's name? The Asian dude with the long hair that used to just fight straight up karate. No, I forgot his name.
Liu Kang? That is Liu Kang.
Oh yeah, Liu Kang.
Yeah.
I used to play with Raiden, Scorpion, and Cabal. Cabal was his name with the mask on.
Cabal. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a beast.
Like I wanted to be good at Liu Kang, but I wasn't. I was only decent with like Scorpion.
Yo, but when it came to games where I kicked ass at with Street Fighter, I'm like destroying dudes in Street Fighter still. I'm 43 years old and I will murder anyone in Street Fighter, right? And then secondly is Tekken. Like I'll kill people in Tekken. It's crazy.
Haven't touched Tekken.
Who's your guy in Tekken?
Who's what?
Who's your guy in Tekken?
Oh,
who's your guy in Tekken?
Jackie Chan, the drunken, the cop dude. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what was his name?
I
want to say like what's his name? Oh,
I know who you're talking about though.
It's bothering me, man. You can't just call yourself a master of a game and not remember the guy's name. You know what I'm saying? Just doesn't work. But in Street Fighter, you can pick my character. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have to play. We'll have to play one day.
What system?
What do you mean? You're like so good at it that it doesn't matter,
bro? I think I can literally like I can join an international competition, and I think I would place top 10.
Whoa! How are you so good at it then?
That's the only I played that. I've been playing that game since like '89, like since Street Fighter 2 came out. Like Street Fighter 2 came out, and we had a corner store called Teps. It had it, and every day after school, I put my quarter on it. Like I got next, and I would be there until my mother came and dragged me out by the ear. You know what I'm saying?
And there's no
I was on my 1/4 for like 3 hours.
and you don't have any like degradation because of age? You're still
No.
excelente?
I still have it. I still play. I'm still beating strangers up. Yeah, I still play it. It's crazy. My nephews don't play the game. I think the first time they played it, I just beat their asses, and now they're like, "Nah, we don't play this game. This game is old."
See, that's why I kept my PlayStation 2, man, so I could play those games.
But Street Fighter, Street Fighter, they still have it. They have a wicked Street Fighter still. I still have a PSP1 with Street Fighter on it, Turbo.
Oh damn!
It's real, man. It's a problem.
There's a PSP2.
I said I still have the old PSP1.
What's a PSP1? I don't. Is
it's
that
the original PSP, the big purple one?
Oh, I don't know. Did I have that? I had a PSP. What was mine?
I never had a PSP.
I didn't play mine
that's
enough.
A nice penny.
I ended up selling it.
I thought I had it close. I don't have it close. It's upstairs. But yeah, man, play that game still.
Nice.
Shooting games, yeah. Rainbow Six is my joint, but yeah, I'm still a I'm just a Grand Theft Auto fiend.
Oh yeah, that's my shit.
But shooting games like Modern Warfare and all that, yeah, like Call of Duty, yeah, I get busy in that still too. I'm definitely not going to be the worst on the squad.
At the Call of Duty, can you become third person, like see the character, or it's always not seeing it?
Yeah, so it's first person.
I think I do better at when I can see the person.
Nah, it's pretty good, man. That game is good as hell.
You ever played Dino Crisis?
No. Sounds funny.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. It's kind of like the I guess the dinosaur version of what do you call it? The zombie games, like all the zombie games.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like you're running there or shooting all these different dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, it's a first-person shooter type.
I remember playing Turok, or was that what it's called? Turok?
Yeah, Dinosaur Hunter or something like that.
That was dope.
Oh, Turok.
Yeah,
but Turok is pretty good. No, it's kind of it's close to it, but it's Dino Crisis is kind of like Resident Evil meets Turok, basically.
Okay, that sounds pretty.
And I got, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's not all that. I mean, I played it and it was like, okay, so you got all these different kind of like dinosaurs coming from all these different places. Like I said, like you got the zombies coming from all different places. Same thing with these dinosaurs, and you got to try to hide or try to kill them and run, and yeah, it's like your money's better spent on on the zombie movie, on the zombie games.
Oh,
Best
nice
game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. End of story.
That game is fun as hell too, though. Last of Us is Last of Us. Let me tell you something. Last of Us, that game changed my life, man.
Did it?
Yo, that game was insane, man. Like, it was the only game I've ever played in my life where I loved I loved the characters, man. Like I was all in. I was like, yo, these are my people. Like these are my friends.
Then you definitely won't want to play the second one.
I mean, I don't care about all the craziness going on with the second one. I'm gonna play the second one, man. Everybody's going crazy about the second one, man. They're having like titty attacks, all this craziness.
Yeah, because maybe you don't know what happens yet, but if you love the characters in it, you'll hate it too.
Yeah, well, what are they doing? They're making like Joel a rapist or something?
No, they make you kill those characters that you love.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. Is that a fact though?
That's a fact.
That's definitely gonna happen.
And the fact is, it's after the character Joel saves the other character multiple times, then they put they put you in control of that other character who you were just saved 3 times by that guy, and they say kill that guy.
Who, Ellie?
And the other guy, Joel.
You don't have to kill Ellie.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Kill her too.
Yeah, but I just don't like how everybody's in the outrage. Like everybody's outraged.
Well,
Like,
there's
play the game.
for
Let's
this particular
play the
reason.
game.
I mean, for this particular game, there's absolutely 100% real reason to hate that company. That company is a piece of shit. That company is the worst type of people you have ever encountered in your absolute entire life.
But how do you
Those
know?
are the worst people in the world.
Because you
I
read it
know,
on the
I know
internet?
the whole thing through
Ever?
and through.
Ever?
Because you read it on the
I know the
internet.
whole thing through and through. There's just there's just examples of the behavior of those people and what they want to do to you, who, as someone who likes the game and loved the first game, they want to do to you what episode 8 did to me. They want to ruin your experience. Like, that's literally what they said in a recording. They want to make you hate this, which is really, really odd, but that's their goal. So, like, apparently for a lot of people, tomorrow or the next day when the game comes out, it's going to be mission accomplished.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the hell all the craziness is about. I've been ignoring all the fucking posts and the outrage and all the rants and all this craziness. Can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with
that company is
I
acting
can't
like
deal
a
with
piece of
grown
shit.
men complaining anymore, bro. I just can't. They all huddle together and complain. That's all.
Well,
they
no,
do.
but that's what that company, like, you want to go support that company, but they did it. They're the ones who complained. Like, people said some negative stuff about their game. They didn't just complain. They went on YouTube and struck all their channels down just for people saying opinions, not for releasing any information early or anything like that. Just literally people saying their opinions about those leaks. And they went on, and it's almost like a child lashing out. That's what they did, and hurt people really, really badly, because they're a big company and they were striking at people who were very small, and who, you know, especially at this time of everyone being home and everyone wanted to do live streams and be on YouTube and do that type of entertainment. They were taking away people's ability to do that, and not for any like legal reason. In fact, they were completely 100% in the wrong, and they had to withdraw all those strikes. You know,
And what company was this?
Naughty Dog and Sony, the company responsible for the Last of Us game.
Oh,
wow. They really treat people very, very badly. Customers very, very badly. And then, like, when you apparently, you know, we'll find out in a couple of days, but when you go to play the game, one of their goals was to hurt the customer again, like when you play the game. So
that just sounds, I don't know, it sounds fishy to me, man. It sounds crazy.
I know it sounds crazy, like that. Like, the truth is always stranger than fiction. It's just is that way, you know. Unfortunately,
sounds highly just. It just sounds. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I gotta see it for myself.
Yeah. Well, no, you won't see. You know, if you just play the game, you won't see all of that background stuff that has been happening to people. But you know, you'll just get the game experience, so you can just judge it on that, if you so choose. You know. But it's like, to me, I wouldn't support a company that does that to people. You know, that's ridiculous. Like, me and Kevin have personally dealt with, like, just getting struck down legitimately or illegitimately, just by bots and by like YouTube scanners.
Yeah,
but it would
was
be
crazy.
Yeah, it would just be worse if like people were doing it spitefully, which is what Naughty Dog was doing. You know, for a company to act that way, it's very odd. And when you go to do a strike on YouTube, it's a very serious thing, and it actually it like requires you to sort of put up a stake and like to risk your own self to do the copyright strike, to sign your name to say that you promise that this is a legitimate discrepancy in the copyright law. And so what they did to get around that was they hired a secondary company called Muso Entertainment to go around and do the copyright strikes for them, so they would not get the the blowback from it. But I mean, obviously, they that was like not to get the legal blowback. But if you go to this company's website,
that is shoddy.
Yeah, like if you go to this company's website, Muso
Big time.
Entertainment, the client list is Naughty Dog and Sony and stuff like that. So it's not like hidden that who they're working for, but it's just
big time shady.
Just doing shady stuff like that you can't do as an individual because it's so shady that you wouldn't sign your name to say I promise. Like, it would be illegal. So they got a third party to do the illegal part, so that they don't have to be responsible and get that blowback.
See, and it's stuff like that that really screws a lot of things up for people with good honest companies that try to work really hard to get the clientele, to get the people on their side. And then you got, when people do stuff like that, you don't know who to trust, whether these other companies are trying real hard to get your business. You got to have a second opinion and a second thought, because you don't know what they're really going to be doing down the road. And it's nuts. And I feel sorry for the honest companies that work real hard to try to get the people on their side, and then they just can't be, people just can't trust them regardless of who they are. That's and in this world though, it's pretty sad that we can go through this world and not respect people's opinions, regardless whether, if you want somebody's honest opinion, then don't ask for it if you don't like it. Plain and simple.
Just turn off that video. You don't have to watch that video.
Yeah, exactly. Why make a comment if you don't like it? Like you said, turn it off. It's ridiculous. But if you want an honest opinion, you can't get mad at somebody who's trying to give an honest opinion to you. Now, granted, there may be some people that don't have an honest opinion, and they have no business even saying an opinion when it's not as honest as it should be. But for those that actually do put on an honest opinion, and people take it the wrong way, come on, don't ask for it if you want an honest opinion. If you're trying to better yourself and you take a little bit of criticism for what you're asking for, how can you as a company or as a person grow without some kind of criticism?
Well, they don't even want the criticism because I don't know if you know this part of the story, but there is a certain amount of reviews up before the game is even released. So that's natural, because there will be preview copies out there where some legitimate reviewers would be able to review it early. But if you inspect like all the reviews, they're all 10 out of 10. The language across the board is very, very similar, and a lot of them almost as if like the same person wrote a lot of it. It's a little too strange to have 10 out of 10 reviews completely across the board. And especially when you inspect certain of the 10 out of 10 reviews, the reviews even say in the dialogue, like, it's really oddly done, because it'll say, this game isn't perfect. There's actually some things wrong with this game. It's certainly not perfect. 10 out of 10. It's like, this shit doesn't even fucking make sense. You know what I mean? Like, the review says this game isn't perfect. There's some flaws in the game, but then the score is 10 out of 10. Something's wrong here. Talk about something smelling fishy. You know what I mean? It's just, especially with their history of blanketing the internet with fake garbage. It just seems natural for them to put out fake reviews too. You know what I mean? Like, why would the reviews be 100%?
Well, that's where
reviews? That doesn't happen in anything in the world.
Well,
Like,
that's where it
not
becomes the
everybody likes something 10 out of 10.
responsibility of, yeah. No, that's true, but that's where the responsibility falls on the consumer to read that kind of stuff and read it right. Because if you don't read it and you're like, oh, it's got 10 out of 10, but you don't read anything, and then you get that product and you're like, this is a piece of shit. What the hell? It said 10 out of 10. What's going on? But here's the catcher. You didn't read it. You just looked at it and saw 10 out of 10 without reading. So, there is some responsibility on the consumer, but
and they're especially counting on a lot of people that played the first game and like really love the first game to support the second game, which would make sense if not for the knowledge. Like if you don't know like what happened behind the scenes, kind of like the main developer changed their attitude about games in general, and then came back for the second one with a totally different agenda, so to speak. And that's kind of what like did it, and self-proclaimed, because they came out like on Twitter and different places and said like, this is the reason, this is the book I read that changed my mind about how the game should be made. And then if you look up the author of that book and all about her, it's a crazy tunnel to go down. It's not, you could see where things would have gone wrong, and definitely did go wrong.
A slippery road.
Is that snow in the
Kevin's in beast mode right now.
Sorry, what did you say, Kev?
When's it drop?
This video game?
Yeah.
The 19th, which is that tomorrow or is that the next day?
I don't even know what today is, man.
I think today might be the 17th or the 17th, I guess. So
No,
yeah,
the next day.
Friday it comes out.
Today's the 17th.
Oh, okay, so yeah, today's Wednesday, so I guess it comes out Friday. Give me one quick second. Be right back.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to this. To this page being finished a week.
Yeah, it looks real good, man. Real good.
Thank you, sir.
I'm surprised you put some of that red back there behind the divot there. I thought you were gonna take some of that, just leave it there as black in the back, but yeah, up there in the back behind the divot.
Well, yeah, because since there's no light sources, we figured you would be able to see space clear as day.
Oh wait, okay, I see.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but the
space,
the red,
okay,
the red was bothering me too.
I guess it was just the angle that I had looked at it.
But you know what? I was just staring at it now, being like, yo, that's too much red.
No, actually, it's not.
Nah, it is, man. It is, man. It is, man. It is, man.
That sky looks so sick back there.
Well, we were just talking about that, saying I think it's like the red in the sky is fighting the red of the blood on the divot. And I was thinking that. And Mundo said the same. He was saying what I was thinking. He was like, I'm surprised you put the red back. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, snap, you just read
wow. Did you draw that sky as like a new sky here, or you just ported from this thing the other day?
No, I'm always doing it. It's always new.
Wow. Because it looks a lot like those colors you did the other day.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep that try to keep to that palette. A little bit anyway. A little bit.
So you're gonna do it kind of like a purplish red?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill in some blacks.
Oh, there you go.
I'll go back with the purple. Like the blue. I don't want to go too blue either. It's gonna flatten it out. So like I can do like
Yeah,
something
no,
like
but
this.
the way you had with the purple was nice. I mean,
Is purple hard to say for like a little kid?
Is what?
Purple.
Purple? Purple. Purple. Purple.
oh shit.
Oh shit. You broke it, you bought it.
That's why I like the Five Nights at Freddy's developer. He's
Yeah,
genuinely
yeah.
a good guy. And he does these games by himself, donates to charity, and loves fan games and YouTubers' opinions. Wow, that's awesome. I've heard of this.
That's
I've
cool.
heard of
Oh,
this
one
series.
guy. So I've watched it being played one time. It's creepy, man. It's really it's creepy as hell actually. So like the only part I've seen was you're in like, it looks like you're in a store of some kind or a house of some kind, and there's like these giant like mannequin like they're like mascots, like a big bear, like a clown or something, like life size.
Mhm.
And as you creep to get into a door, like you look behind you and they're just like closer and closer. And they look freaky. They look freaky as hell. But I don't know what the point of the game is. Yo, you said is purple hard to say for kids? He said no, but turquoise is hard to say. Turquoise. Turquoise. Funny, man.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Man, this page is crazy. There got to be. So what I want to do to this page, and I kind of want to add like frosted edges to this page, like it's freezing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I just got to get it.
You know what you could all? I just had the thought when you said frozen edges. I wonder if there's a way, like with that brush that you do the stars with, to somehow crystallize the vapor that's coming up off that machine of smoke and stuff. Is like maybe you could make it like a light or just like a misty look, like a gray, and then some little sparkles through it, as if it. I don't know if that would work in this drawing or not, but
yeah, that's hard. That's
an
hard.
idea.
That is hard.
But I like the way that snow is coming over the Divik's leg and into the light.
Appreciate
Because
that.
that really showcases the snow a bit right there.
This right here.
Yeah, see where the yellow light is, but see where the white is kind of coming down at an angle over his leg into the yellow, and then right in front of where the blood splatter is and the fire light.
Yeah.
That really showcases a little bit of the snow, because you kind of get a sense right there. You kind of get a sense that snow is the way it's coming down. It's coming down just a little bit hard. Yeah.
It's starting to get heavy. So
And at the angle that it's coming from behind him.
So in the next panel,
Yeah.
the next page, when he's jumping away, my aunt was saying he kind of wants the body parts kind of covered in snow. So the page before
Like
this,
the
the snow
snow's-
was like sprinkling.
Yeah.
It was just like a dusting. Then it's coming down a little harder now. Then the next
there
page
you
is going to be a ton of snow. I just need it to feel colder. I think I'm going to do that in
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Because it wouldn't take long. Shoot, in a real snowstorm, it wouldn't take long to cover somebody or something.
Nah, nope.
You got Photoshop on that iPad, or you move it to a computer
No,
to do
I put it on the
Photoshop?
computer. Yeah, I put it on the computer. Yeah, I'm using those blue lens, those blue light lenses today, man.
Blue light lenses.
See
Are you
if my
talking
brain
about
shuts it off.
like those glasses that were called like gunner glasses or something? You got those?
Kind of, yeah, it stops the blue
Oh,
light.
I
from
saw
getting
that.
in.
Yeah, I kind of see the blue in the glasses a little bit when you angle them a little bit.
Yeah, they got like a weird tint to it.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, see the little blue
Yeah.
tint right there is when
So
you
what, you're
angle 'em.
supposed to like get like less of a headache now?
Yeah, so it stops the blue light from the screens that I'm always on. Like because I'm on the computer and the iPad and the phone all damn day. So like that could be a 90% of my problem sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh right, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
kind of predicting too.
I'll be
Okay.
getting some new glasses soon.
Because they say, you know, like it's so weird, but like you wouldn't believe this, but you know how some people will say, "Oh, you have to get off the screens for 30 minutes before bed." You know, but really, if you really like listen to the like what doctors say, like doctors that understand the brain and like the optic nerve and stuff, they say 4 hours.
Yeah, I heard 4 hours too.
Like to stay away from screens for 4 hours. Can you believe it?
I heard the same thing.
I just go straight to bed.
And you're fine, no problem.
Nah, no problem.
Same here.
Man. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
I,
But like I also will like smoke weed. Like, do you smoke weed to go to bed? Or I mean,
No.
if you smoke weed, would you go to bed or you wouldn't still?
I probably wouldn't. Cause whenever I do smoke, my brain is just going 1,000 miles. It doesn't slow me down. It gets me crazy.
Oh.
I go crazy.
So Anthony, you burn?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You do or no?
I never have. I think no, I have not. I've had some friends of mine that do though.
So like, is there like a negative stigma to it to you, in your opinion? Like you just think like it's just a bad thing to do, or you just didn't have any interest?
No. I mean, I just didn't have any interest. I mean, to each their own. But I'm like, shit. I mean, you know, with chronic back pain, I'm like, man, maybe I should give it a try.
I think you definitely should.
But
But
at the same time, I don't want to give a wrong signal to my girls until they get a little older, you know.
Yeah, like maybe if they're out of the house or they're doing their own life, and then if you still had back pain, you could try it. Because like at the stores, like Harris works at the store.
I mean, I used to smoke cigarettes a long time ago.
No, but this is stuff that like they'll have a certain weed that will like help just your back. You know what I mean? Or like help your back pain. Like there's a certain type at the store, like Harris
the CBD
will know.
oil.
Well, I don't even like. There's a certain type of
the CBD oil.
Yeah, but there's like different strains that help pain too. You know, management of pain and whatever.
See, that's the thing. Ever since my accident, man, my back has just never been the same at all.
Oh
But
man,
it is what it is. I just deal with it.
yeah, it's rough.
Can't keep a good man down.
It's rough.
maybe even better than any of that stuff. That would be like if you got involved with some kind of yoga or something that might make your back feel better, like over time.
That Diamond Dallas Page yoga, man.
Well, I have thought about that.
That's something like if you did an hour.
Yeah, I've seen that. A lot of people have actually done that.
Oh, it just got quiet.
I was just thinking I'll cast what I'm doing up on the screen in a minute. Just putting all these little lights in took a lot longer than I thought.
Oh man, and I'm still tripping on that TriStar that you've been doing.
Yeah, those are like real
It's
hard
great,
real hard to make. I just did like 3 of them over the weekend. I have to post some
bet.
videos.
I bet. How are you able to actually put them in the damn, tube like that? It's got to be crazy tight, man.
Yeah, it's I use a different type of foam that allows for a
Crazy tight
bigger,
fit.
yeah, like a bigger piece in the center. It remains quite small because of the skinny strips, but still it's a little bigger than a normal like, you know, what you have to fit in the foam normally. Oh, you grabbed some ice from another page. Is that what you did?
Yeah, just to see what it'll look like really quick. I would probably have to buy a frosted image. Like this isn't the effect I want. Like I haven't done it yet. So I'm just like playing around with this. Like this looks distracting as hell. Oh, and I also wanted to do this. Wanted to add some blood splatter, like in. Oh, I know what I wanted.
I wouldn't know if you need too much, you know, snow in that in that picture alone. I would say maybe showcase it a little bit harder over his leg.
The snow.
I crash you, crash.
I will break you.
I must break you.
Let's pray some fucking cards. Rounders. The Trip movie.
I saw that in the theater.
Rounders. Is that like
Matt Damon, right?
Okay, yeah.
Never seen.
Yeah, they were just playing poker or something
Matt
like
Damon.
that.
Yeah. Matt Damon and John Malkovich. Yeah.
He was eating Oreos and he beat me. Yeah, I remember that movie.
You feeling satisfied now, Teddy? Kev, I like that guy in the background there.
Oh, they use up the talking about in real life behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Coming to America. Remember that movie?
Mm-hmm. Got it, man. I got a shitload of movies. I've got about I'd say 1 full terabyte tower full of movies.
Oh yeah, you got the actual files on it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yo, Ed, didn't you do the same thing?
I was on my way to doing it, but I never got. I got maybe like 20 movies, and that's about as far as I got when I was ripping. I wasn't able to rip like Blu-rays. I was able to rip DVDs only, and I got through like 20 of my like. I maybe got like a couple hundred DVDs, whatever I got. But I got through like 20 of them, and started running out of space on my drive. And then I was like, you know what? I think to actually get all the movies the way I wanted, I do need a whole drive. Like you got, Mundo. Probably I never went there and actually did it. You know.
Got a terabyte full of movies. That's wild.
Did you rip through like BitTorrent or not?
No, I was just
like torrent movies. Did you ever?
I was actually using like my roommates have done that in the past, but I never did that. I was just getting DVDs and then ripping them with Mac the Ripper. I like the way that worked, but I didn't. Like I said, I only did like maybe 20 movies, just like my favorite movies. They did all the Star Wars movies. I did some of the Harry Potter movies, and I did Kev, what's the Mozart movie? Is it called Mozart? What's it called?
Amadeus,
yeah. I did that one, and I got a couple of, like, my favorite ones. If Jean is still here, I got her favorite movie on there. What's that movie that starts with the word dark, whatever it's called? With
Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko. I got that one. I got a few others. I got like all the workout DVDs.
Kind of fading in and out there.
I got all the workout DVDs that I
the
ever
P90X.
got. P90. The other ones you gave me, Kev, that are like, there was a dude jumping up and down, T25, and the kettlebells and the martial arts. So I guess I got more than 20, but not all of them are movies. Yeah, Donnie Darko, Gina. That's that's the shit. I got that one. I got that one digital.
Oh yeah, like the XP90 series.
Yeah, Mundo, I think you're actually maybe if you bounced out and came back in, you would correct. I think it's something's going on with your connection.
All right, how are we digging this?
That looks crazy. I like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Where in the
because you kind of
foreground,
like fading out, and then you kind of got like the you got the robot voice.
yeah, because I think there's a delay for you, Mundo. Whenever you speak, it sounds like there's a delay. But Kev, this is what I was imagining, where there was like snow in the foreground, and you kind of see that as blurry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let me see if I could share my screen here. Share screen. Entire screen.
Thank you, Gina. I'm surprised Gina stayed around for the whole thing. Sheesh, trooper. Thank you very much. Very much.
Screen mirroring. Okay, here we go. I think you guys will be able to see my situation here. So this is what I drew of this ship like turning around.
Having trouble connecting.
Got you. That's wild.
And then Kev, we'll have it hit with like missiles, and there'll be like explosions on it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then off to the right, you'll see like maybe it'll be like tilting and heading toward Anhinga.
Something happened here.
Yeah, we definitely need like an overview of it too. Like this is the first view you gave us. We need a view that's it's like overhead, so we can see the shots coming from the planet up. That's
what do you mean? Like you see the bottom of it?
Okay, something's.
No, the top of it. So we can see the top of it, and then like laser missiles coming from the planet.
Oh, okay.
Nice editing. Gina's editing. That's dope. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think if you just like darken the sides, you know what I'm saying?
Here.
Yeah, it needs something, doesn't it?
Depth.
Because I was running at 5G. I was running at 5G, and now it's got like down to 2G.
You're a real G.
You're a real G. Yo, can you send me a JPEG of that?
This right here?
Yeah. That'd be like the last thing I do tonight, because it's kind of like, oh, there you go. Exactly. That's exactly what you just did it.
You can hit it with a missile if I send it to you?
No, just do what you just did exactly what I was thinking. You were just doing it.
Oh, you wanted it as a JPEG for that reason?
Yeah. Because that's gonna give it that depth. And it's like the front end is gonna be so far away that it could be blurry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta somehow work that.
It's gotta be even. It's gotta be much darker than that because it's so big. It's like humongous. I mean, you said it had like 150,000 people on it.
I think more. Yeah, it's
wow.
A real lot of people. Maybe something like this. It looks a little too green. I gotta change something up with the coloring here.
No, I think it works. It works.
Yeah, so that'll just be getting blasted with missiles or something from the planet.
It's crazy. Oh, what happened? Oh.
Did we lose Mundo? He's coming back, maybe.
Mundo bounced. My computer's gonna die in a minute because it hasn't been plugged in.
Okay, we will wrap this up. So thank you to everybody that stopped in. Thanks, Gina. Thanks, Primal Gamer. We had a great time hanging out with you guys.
Always
is here.
Gina, Primal, appreciate it. Mundo, appreciate it as always.
I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, Mundo, we're gonna wrap this up for tonight.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be back.
Mundo.
It's the image.
Yeah, thanks so much, Gina. That was a lot of fun. And have a good night, Primal Gamer. We will be back probably in between.
Shake it up.
Within the next week, we'll have a couple of videos up, and we'll do another live show.
Yeah, always.
Wednesday night. I'm actually going to talk to Kevin about maybe doing one before Wednesday, but I don't know. We're going to talk behind the scenes about that. We're going to put together some kind of trailer. That's what I was working on tonight with this Circadian Super Starship. Kevin worked on it for the last video. You can check that out. It's on our channel here, Comic Book Creation Live. Also, take a look at albatrossjunction.com for some of the concept art for the comic book we're creating, coming out October 1st. And it's going to be Albatross Junction Volume 1. That's what we've been doing on all these live streams, working on that mostly. Tonight I was working a little bit on the trailer, but Kevin was working on one of the pages from the actual comic book. Any ideas you have, write them to us in the comments, catch us on a live stream, tell us your idea. We usually try to incorporate that. If it's a good idea, we incorporate it into Albatross Junction comic series, like a lot of Mundo's drinks that he came up with, and a lot of some other ideas regarding the bar that he runs in the comic book and stuff like that. So yeah, any weird idea, any idea at all, we'd love to hear it, especially if it has to do with Albatross. That is something we'd really love to hear. Yeah. Anybody got anything?
Come and join us, guys. Come and join us. Have a drink at El Mundo's.
El Mundo's. Yeah, man.
Just come join the fun, people. Come on.
Absolutely.
All right, so check out our IndieGogo link in the description and leave us the email, and we'll keep in touch only when it pertains to special Albatross Junction news, and also receive a special free poster, one of 4 free posters that we're going to give to everybody that does the pre-launch campaign. That gives us the email address for the to keep in touch for Albatross Junction stuff, and I think that's it.
Yeah, man.
So,
wrapped
have a
up
good
very
night,
nicely.
everybody.
All right, folks.